How are we doing, people? Yeah, we're in the bivvy already. Episode 38, and we're starting off in the bivvy. It's not out of choice. The wind is horrific outside at the moment. But I'm back down here. It's Bank Holiday Monday. I've been here a few hours. I'm on the Tench Lake. I'm back on the point, back in that swim. And yeah, it's just nice to be back. You know, we're going to have a go at one of these Tench Lake carp now because, like I say, before we know it, winter's going to be upon us. And there's a window now, the autumn feed-up window. I think will be a really good chance to try get one. So let me spin you around, show you the rod setup, rig setup, etc., bait and all that business, and let's see how this one goes. While there's a small break in the wind, let's just show you the rod setup. 3 rods, all set the same. 18 pound KORDA contour fluorocarbon, dark amount of tungsten tubing, about 30 centimetres. But the difference this time is we've still got the running setup on that I've had on at the weekend at Level, so we're going to stick with it. So that's a KORDA run sleeve, 3 ounce flat swivel pair lead, size 8 quick change swivel. All 3 rods fish the same. Let's go have a sit in here a minute. We'll take you through the rigs while the camera's running. Oh, that's better. So rig setup is this. We're still on the old Merlin hook link. We're still on the blowback rig. Hook baits are doubles because that sort of kept the tench away. You'll see I've got all 3 tied, PVA'd as well, so hairs can't tangle. That is a Manila Active Tough one, purely because I want to use them up. And then on the top it is a krill wafter. I'm just going to point out we're coming off the Manila. We've got none of that left. We're now moving on to the krill, so we're going to see how that does in here. So got a few in a bag there just for crumbing up. I've also been glugging some up as well. Let's bring these out without spilling them, because what I've been glugging them in, or washing them out I should say, not glugging, stinks. Let's take the lid off without getting it everywhere. Oh, come on, there you go. In there is that sriracha sauce or whatever it's called, that awful red smelly stuff. But people seem to use it. They've been soaking now, and yeah, they've gone fairly soft. They've only been soaking a couple of hours, but they have softened up. So that is going to be the free bait. Look at the state of it, it's awful stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck a handful in here, and then we're actually going to walk up the bank and throw it in through the bush, so I don't have to catapult it. So let's get some bait in, and then I can get my bloody hands cleaned up then. I'm just going to put 1 handful over this margin because, like I say, it's just an opportunist rod really. Awful stuff this is. Right, we're going to go for a walk up here. You'll see I've drained the water out. I can't have that in my van. I was going to try to keep the water ready for tomorrow night. I can't have that, it will stink my van out. Nice little breeze blowing through. Apologies on the audio, but I didn't realise I can actually walk and bait through here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'll just put you there. I'll just straighten you up. Let's get some bait in. Well, that's a lot easier baiting it like that. Obviously the bird life's straight over it, but there's enough gone in there. If they nick a couple of boilies each, it doesn't really matter. There's still going to be plenty there for the carp. So I've just started the burning. So while I'm doing that, I was going to be using these this session, but me being me, I didn't think it through. Basically, you may have seen a giveaway video or not, but there's some Pure Cuts pellets I was sent out, right? 4 different flavours. What was it? Cream hemp, spicy sausage, a sweet nut, squid and octopus, and 5 bottles of different flavoured goo. I've kept the plum one because that's just an absolute immense flavour and it's my favourite, so I've kept that. But the other 4 flavours I had, which was, I think it was a spicy sausage, a mussel, a bloodworm and a warm spice. I've mixed all these pellets, so all that wet stuff you see is all goo, so those pellets are getting gooed. But when it comes to time of PVA bags, we're always going to be fishing a PVA bag of these tonight instead of the crumbed up krill, which is in the PVA bags I'm going to be casting in. I thought, you know what, I'm not getting covered in that, because you'll see from the spoon that's absolutely loaded. So at some point you will see these used out here, because I'm just going to see if they make any difference to avoiding the tench, picking the tench up, etc. And we'll just go from there. But I'm also going to the river later this week. So any of you barbel lot that are watching this because you've got no barbel footage to watch, you will have in the next few days, so leave it with me. But for now, we are going to get on with some burning, because as soon as I've burnt today's food, we can get some bloody rods out. That looks a very weird colour, but that is a minted lamb steak. I'm not sure what the nuclear stuff around the edge in the pan burning is, but yeah, that's tonight's food, minted lamb. Get in there. Well, food was lovely. It's now time to get some rods in. Okay, now for the middle rod. And now time for the left one. Cheers all, first one of the vlog. You're back at that end of the shelter, that's why you can see the older pillows. Can't seem to get you in that corner because the wind's blowing straight in. But while I'm having my first coffee of the vlog, or the actual session, I've been here since about 1 o'clock. It's just gone 6 o'clock, it's my first coffee. I've been making small little videos, so I will warn you in advance, there's some really short videos that might interest you, might not. If you don't like them or don't want to watch them, then don't. If you do, have a look, they might be of use. But also, while I'm on this clip, as always, I will say thank you to you lot for supporting the channel. It really is growing every single video I put out. So when I say to you, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, the ones who haven't, some of you are starting to click the button. So if you do, thank you very much. It really is appreciated, as it is for all you lot that's already subscribed and have been long-term subscribers and regularly comment, give the videos thumbs up, share it with your friend, etc. It's all down to you lot that the channel is growing and getting bigger and bigger. So whatever it is you do, whatever role you play in the channel getting bigger, from me, thank you very much. Right, we're going to spin round, we're going to have a look outside at the lake and yeah, see if we can avoid a tench. If we can avoid a tench, that's a result. If we catch a carp, I'll be blown away. But from me, thank you very much. Let's look at the lake. Let's give you a little look at the lake then. It's just, I don't know, this lake is just really, it's the prettiest one on the complex as far as I'm concerned, the Tench Lake. Something I've noticed though, there is a bit of an algae bloom kicking in here. If I zoom in on the pads, that's right through the water column. That's not just surface layer, that's right down. So yeah, but fortunately I believe this week there's a band of rain moving in, pressure's going to drop, so hopefully we can get some fresh oxygen in the lakes, bit of water back in there. I'd love it to absolutely piss down all week, would be good. I'm here tonight, I'm fishing tomorrow night. I don't know which lake and where yet. As for fishing setup, you'll see the left rod is very, very slack. That's literally coming off the tip, going down there, and we're fishing just out there. That's purely because if anything does come past, I don't want it to come into contact with the line, but I'll soon know if I catch something. And the middle and right, bobbins are up, lines are drooping. There is a semi-slack setup out there because, like I say, it's a running lead. I've got pads there. I'm still convinced there's a snag. I had a quick lead around earlier and I found the same thing again. So I still believe there's a snag going through there. But I am set up literally, what, 6 foot away from the rods. So I can be straight on them. And they are fished. Those two are fished pretty tight clutches. That's just normal because, yeah, I've got loads of time to get to that one. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to show you a little patch of fizzing on the end of the pads. And then I'm going to bugger off and put all these little videos I've done this afternoon together and upload it for you lot to watch after this if you want to. This is nice, just to be chilled on my bed watching the rods. Security's here. Yeah, we're all right, mate. Nice one. I haven't seen anything over there, but to be fair, like I say, we've only been fishing, what, an hour? You know, this isn't like a Lovells upload where nothing's happened. It's been an hour, do I change something? If anything happens in my stay here by the time I have to go by 7 in the morning, I'll be very surprised. And if it's a carp, I'll be absolutely made up. Because I think the next few sessions, you're probably going to see me somewhere on the Tench Lake. Because I kind of got in my head now, I want one out of here. So, yeah, get ready for some Tench Lake uploads. But it is the nicest lake on the complex. It hasn't got the biggest fish in it. It's definitely got the least fish in it and the most difficult ones to really catch. But it's not always about the size, is it? Sometimes it's just being there. And if one comes along, yeah, it'll be a memorable one, let's put it that way. But anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy my evening. If anything happens, you'll know about it. Hopefully I'll bring you back during the night for a big old carp on the mat. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? But as for me, I'm just going to chill out now, put the rest of these videos on YouTube. Like I say, they're only short ones. They're not fishing in session ones. They're just question, information, tip ones. Something that you can watch on your dinner break or whenever you want, just while I'm away surfing. Because there's going to be about 2 weeks that I'm not out on the bank filming. So I'm just trying to put something out there so there is something to watch if you want to. And if you don't, you can wait till I get back off my bloody holiday, can't you? Right. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You look like you're going to sleep there tonight. Never mind. Right, if anything happens, I'll let you know. It's that time of the night, the old dark time. I did just have a coot pick my right hand rod up, so I have had to wind that in, re-wrap it and put it back out. I didn't film it because it's just me casting back in again. But it went out bang on, so that's all good. The bats, you'll see them hopefully flying around. Those little dots, there they are, there's one. There's quite a lot flying around tonight. So, seems I'm fishing semi-tight lines. Could be staying awake, who knows. But if anything happens during the night, whether it's a tench, a coot, a bat, whatever, you'll know about it. But let's hope the only thing I'll bring you back for is a carp. But if not, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Look out there. It's a lot darker start today. It's 5:15. My alarm hasn't changed, but the time of the year definitely is, because by now I can see outside the shelter. It's still pretty much dark. The bats are still flying around, as you might see. But yeah, so things are definitely changing. Nothing to report so far at all. Not even one bleep from the bats. No tench. Haven't heard anything. Haven't seen anything since I've signed off. It's been a very, very quiet night. Good night's sleep, which is good in one respect, but I'd as soon have been awake during the night filming a clip of a fish. But never mind, eh? So we're going to get the kettle on and watch my last sort of hour and a half of this morning unfold and see what happens. That's better. I can actually see the rods now. Like I say, my alarm was at the same time this morning, but the light levels were very different. The odd days are getting shorter. Warm night last night. Absolutely nothing to report. Like one of the most uneventful evenings I've spent here this season. Definitely. Absolutely nothing. No tench fizzing on dark. No showing. No nothing. Really, really quiet. So yeah. Never mind, it's not looking good for this morning. The geese are about. In the background, the sun is rising. Let's just actually get out and show you that sunrise over there, because that looks nice. You can see the lake. It's just flat calm. Absolutely nothing happening. No tench showing, no nothing. Rods are motionless, haven't moved since the moment they went out, apart from the coot picking me up. No patches of fizz out there this morning whatsoever. and it's just still, you know, it's not a breath of wind in the air now. That's dropped right off. What can you do, eh? You just have to keep going. But I'm going to get another coffee on. I've had one already. I'm going to get my second and final one on this morning. Sit and keep watching these. If anything happens, you'll know about it. If it doesn't, I guess it's get packed up and get off to work time. That's the shelter, etc. all packed away. So I'm just standing by the rods watching for my last 20 minutes. Cheers all. Just got to finish that off. Like I say, 20 minutes left. See what happens. Nothing, I think. It doesn't even look like anything's going to happen, you know. It's lifeless. I've seen nothing all morning since it's got light. I've been watching. Haven't seen a single patch of bubbles come up anywhere. Not even a tent. So not looking good. Not sure what to do tonight. I'm going to go have a think about it while I'm at work today, and then when I get back here tonight, have a good wander round and see if it's worth coming back in this spot, or maybe going elsewhere. I think that was a coot, just dove down. I was just looking to my left to see if I could see anything. Pretty sure that wasn't a fish. Let's keep watching. Yeah, I can see the bubbles blowing. It's going to be a coot pop up in a minute. I'll zoom you in quick. Yeah, that's never a good sign, is it? Bait's still there, obviously, because the coot wouldn't be diving there if it wasn't. So, never mind, eh? I think that sealed the deal that they didn't come and feed on that spot last night. So unfortunately that's a blank, but it's fully expected on here. Lovely backdrop though to do an outro this morning. But seeing that coot dive down, and it actually came up with a bait. I don't know how clear you could see that on the video or not, but it actually did have a bait. You could see it just finishing eating. Didn't come up holding one, but you could tell it had come up and it had just been eaten on the way up. So that's telling me that there's still bait out there. And that means the fish haven't been in and cleaned it out, because that little bit I put in, I don't even think it was half a kilo. The carp would clear that in minutes. So maybe they've not just been here. I don't know. I haven't seen anything to tell me they are. So like I say, when I get back from work today, we're going to have a good walk round and make a game plan. But from me, again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed something in it. Apologies, like I say, no fish whatsoever, but we're on the Tench Lake at Charity Lake, so you have to be realistic. But from me, if you're out and about, I hope you're lucky. Hope you're catching a whacker. Don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe and all that business, and I'll see you on the next one.